What's your name? What's your name? I'm a Kamen Rider.
What's up, everybody? It's the Quarter Guy, and I wasn't able to get one of these out last week because my niece was having her 4th birthday party, and she lives in Minnesota, so that's a long drive out, long drive back. But it turns out the year of gaming revivals continues. It's like a new era of video game revivals. Because you see, as I was driving back home on Monday, I stopped at a gas station, checked my Twitter feed, and and I came across something that I would never have expected. The Sega Genesis Classic series Streets of Rage is coming back. Yeah, the trailer was released this past Monday for Streets of Rage 4. It's basically a teaser trailer with not much in the way of gameplay yet. There were a couple of gameplay scenes, but the teaser trailer featured a really cool hand-drawn animation style with character designs of characters of how they've aged since the last Streets of Rage game. Axel looks tough and grizzled and stronger than ever, and Blaze, she looks absolute queen. Not gonna lie, she looks just awesome. And it looks like the game is gonna be basically the same kind of gameplay style that the previous games had, which is, in this case, would definitely be a good thing for fans of the series. And I am really looking forward to seeing where this goes, especially since this is being developed by Lizard Cube. And for those of you who don't know, Lizard Cube also developed the remake of Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap, which is a remake of a relatively obscure Master System / TurboGrafx 16 game, and it was really good, I am not going to lie. So, I've got a good feeling about this one. Also, the co-publisher of this game, .emu, is also working on another game that was revealed recently, and it's a sequel to the old cult classic Windjammers. Now, for those of you who don't know, Windjammers was re-released on modern platforms a year or two ago on PS4, I believe it was, and a Switch version was recently announced as well, so it's going to be interesting to see where Windjammers 2 goes as well. So, I wonder what's going to be revived next. Hopefully it's one of Sega's other classic IPs. Speaking of revival, as of the day I'm recording this, we are officially 1 month out from the grand return of Mega Man in Mega Man 11, and I am so pumped. I mean, so far the Robot Master we've seen are really good looking. I mean, I like Blockman's interesting design and how the gameplay footage of him showed him turning into a massive golem using the power gear, and I like his new weapon, the block dropper. I like how it's like pretty much a good anti-air weapon for reaching enemies your buster can't reach. I like the design of Fuse Man. It's really slick. I like the stage design he has, and his weapon's also really cool. Torch Man, with the whole martial art thing he has going on. Let's see, what was the other? Oh yeah, Blast Man, how he looks like a combination of Bakugo from My Hero Academia and Axel. And I really like the theme park stage and the chain explosion weapon he has. And the 5th Robot Master was recently revealed this past week, and it's a construction-based one called Impact Man. It's like, he's the latest member of the Robot Master club of Robot Masters who have no hands. Instead, he has like a jackhammer pile driver sort of thing going on. And his special weapon is basically an air dash, so I guess I know where I'm going first, because any air dash is good with me. So, man, word is that we may be getting word is that we're getting a demo soon, so I'll be able to get a chance for how the feel of the game plays, so I cannot wait. And hopefully if Mega Man 11 does well, we'll also get Mega Man X9 in the near future, so that's another reason to support it. Apart from the game itself actually looking really good. Anyways, updates. I'm currently working on the script for my next countdown, which is top 10 fuck yeah video game themes. You know, the kind of themes that make you want to stand up and go, fuck yeah! And that's currently in the scripting phase. That's going to be this month's countdown. And I'll also be starting to, over the next month, I'll be starting to record footage for what I'm planning for October. A review of Castlevania Lords of Shadow. Of course, I need to play it first. But, yeah. Anyways, also, tomorrow I want to do a Labor Day stream because I'm taking advantage of the holiday before I go back to my office job. So, the game in question I'm thinking of doing is the new indie ninja game called The Messenger. It would be me playing it blind, so expect plenty of deaths. And for my question of the week, what are your thoughts on the Streets of Rage 4 reveal? As always, leave your answers in the comments. If your comments will be featured in the next episode, here are last episode's winners. And with that, time for the Fourth Wall Mailbag. As always, watch for the post in my community tab to send me your questions, and I'll answer my favorites in the next episode. First question this week comes from Dragon Reaper 98, who asks, what's your weakest/worst Mega Man game in each generation? Alright, classic Mega Man, I would have to say, is Mega Man and Bass because I felt the level design was unbalanced, the lack of E-tanks was noticeable, and especially King Fortress 2. I mean, oh god. That should have been divided into three separate stages. Have King given 4 stages and have 4 stages for Wily, so kind of like how it did in 4, 5, and 6. That would have honestly made more sense, instead of having this long, drawn-out stage with 3 drawn-out bosses. Well, yeah. That made no sense to me. Mega Man X, you already know what my least favorite one from that is. It's Mega Man X7, no question. And if you don't know why, there's my review of that, which I did earlier this year for my first Patreon milestone reward. By the way, speaking of which, link to my Patreon page is in the description if you want to see any possible benefits you might gain from it. Any perks I've got available for you? Alright, and let's see. Legends, only 2 real games in that, and the spin-off, but 2 is better than 1. Battle Network, probably Battle Network 4, probably because in order to get everything in the game, you had to finish the game 3 times. Star Force, probably the second one. It just didn't feel as good as the first, and definitely not as good as the third. The Zero series, probably the first one because it hadn't really established what it needed to do back then as much as the other 3 games did. Though Copy X was a really good villain. Let's see, ZX. I preferred ZX Advent to the first game. Let's see, what generations am I missing? I think that's, let's see, Classic, X, Battle Network, Zero, Legends, ZX, Star Force. Yeah, I think that's all of them. We don't talk about X over. Okay, Volting Master asks, what is your least favorite Pokemon game? I would have to say, including spin-offs, Pokemon Dash. I was really disappointed with that one. For one thing, a racing game where you only have one character you can actually use, that is a no. Second, it's one of those gimmicks. It was one of those early DS games that exploit the gimmick of the system to the hilt. I mean, it's basically a trackball racer where you just swipe the screen repeatedly to move your character. I can honestly see where that could wear out a lot of DS screens if they weren't made with Nintendium. And it just wasn't fulfilling. It didn't feel good. Drawboy66 asks, So, are there going to be more Smash Directs, or is this it? I do not believe that this is the last Smash Direct one we had back in August. It can't be. Especially considering that Sakurai said there's going to be more announcements to come between now and the release of the game. So, what I'm predicting is more Smash announcements and a standard Direct, and one more Smash-focused Direct prior to the release of the game. In fact, word is we're getting a new Nintendo Direct. We may be getting a new Nintendo Direct sometime in September. So, hopefully that's the case, and hopefully we get more Smash info there. Next question comes from KD123, who asks, who do you want to see more in Smash Ultimate, Spyro or Crash? I seriously don't think either of them will get in, but between the two, I would rather see Crash get in. Mainly because I could imagine a reveal trailer for Crash making fun of the old commercials for the first game back in the 90s, when PlayStation was just trying to pass itself off as being so cool in front of Nintendo's face. Hey, Plumber Boy! Guess who's back? I've been waiting 20 years for this chance, Mustache Man. It's time to put up your dukes. I could just imagine a reveal trailer like that. That would be hilarious. Last question this week comes from Gryphon Elder, who asks, what do you think the addition of Rathalos could lead to? If I were wishful thinking, I'd probably say a Hunter and Smash, but being realistic, it may be just the boss.